And here are the games on the ice. Rachel Homan, Kevin Cooey, Jennifer Dodds, Bruce Mouat as we meet the teams, brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how. And Rachel Homan and Kevin Cooey, they have played before, and we have to remember back to when Rachel Homan was playing with John Morris prior to the trials before Pyeongchang, and she and Morris were considered one of the top teams in the country for a couple of years. Interestingly, the last rock, the hammer, now does belong to the Scots in Dodds and Mouat. It'll be Homan that throws the first and fifth stone.
Hard to get by.
As Cooey picks it up, and now they try to play down to that stone, which is placed at the back edge of the four, and she'll, with her first, come up a little bit light as she just sits now top edge of the four.
Yeah, you really try on that first stone to get it frozen. Other team has a hammer, you can get it frozen and lock down on that shot stone, and it makes it really tough for the opposition to get their deuce. Higher's better than anything, you don't want to roll off.
Weight's good.
That's what we've noticed, isn't it, Cheryl, over the years with this mixed doubles? You cannot, we talk about it in a normal game, you'd like to miss the right way. You have to miss the right way, which she just did there. That's a very usable stone.
Jennifer Dodds, who now throws the third stones for Eve Muirhead. She was the pickup from Hannah Fleming's team to take the place of Anna Sloan after many years.
Probably top that up. Even if you top the yellow, it's pretty good.
Kind of weight.
Pardon? Top button, T-line.
Now here's the difference. It's interesting, isn't it? There used to be a rule that you had to have somebody holding the brush, as Rachel Homan did. Canada really did say to the rest of the world, when you practice, you use targets. You might use the edge of the 12, and so they've done away with that. And you can now do what you feel most comfortable with. Rachel Homan didn't need the brush. By contrast, there was Kevin Cooey with the brush.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot more because the men are throwing 2, 3, 4. You're seeing those men get up right away after they throw, jump up, brush their stone down there, and a lot of them do like to have a brush held at the other end. It's kind of everybody's individual preference. A lot of times you'll see the broom holder as well come down. They'll hold the broom, let the thrower throw, and then they'll speed down the sheet and try and help with the brushing. We noticed it. We played it last weekend. My husband and I, we played mixed doubles event that John Morris put on, and we noticed all different combinations. It's whatever works for you.
Sure, that's the neat part about it.
5-4.
Line's good. Yep.
So Bruce Mouat, the 24-year-old, won a bronze medal here in Las Vegas at the Worlds last April, but this is his first appearance in a Continental Cup.
Hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Nice shot.
And around he goes. So we play the 10 ends. There are 8 ends rather, 3 timeouts, 60-second timeouts per half. You can't carry over. 5 stones per end. 1 and 5, of course, 2, 3, and 4 as we see with the men now. And those 2 rocks in play, center guard and back edge of the 4-foot. And then you saw the thinking time, similar to what we experienced at the Canada Cup in Estevan, but less thinking time because it is such a quick game.
You saw Kevin, you see the result of this stone. Kevin doesn't throw typically with the broom that he's sweeping with, and you could see him when he was coming out of the hack, the edge of the broom was catching on them. Kind of threw him off course on his throw, and that's what you see a lot of. These guys are used to throwing with a certain broom, but they can't sweep with it because it's a hair.
Okay, but that brings up the point. So why does he need that target? Why can't he just shoot, aim at the edge of the 8 or aim at whatever he wants to, and then have Homan there to brush?
Yeah, and they may change that away.
Exactly. That's no question. You should be coaching, Vic. That's exactly what should happen. Then he wouldn't be in the booth. Sure.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. You never know. That might be a good thing for you too.
Weight's good.
Yep.
What would we do?
Mow it. Through the hole.
Hard on that, Red.
Yep.
Hard 10.
And
Hard.
we'll bump it back far enough.
Right out.
And they are sitting 1, 2, and 3.
Sorry, I didn't know how much it was going to come.
I love how you were judging.
Gotta make that double. I think it might go indoors.
Let's take a look at
Just open
the
this up.
keys to the game. We'll start with Homan and Cooey.
Well, I think for these two, you play your own style, and what I mean by that is normally in mixed, Kevin's plays with a men's team, maybe a different thought process. He's not going to change it up when you've got somebody like Rachel Homan can make all the type of shots that any of the men's curlers can, but bail early, and that's what you're seeing here. Kevin's missed both his shots. He's recognized that he's got to open this thing up and give Rachel a fighting chance to keep this end alive.
But did you notice right away he's gone to the hairbrush to throw because he knew that he wasn't going to be able to brush that stone. Anyway, let's take the keys now for the Scots.
Go control.
Okay.
We definitely have to look at Jennifer Dodds with her brushing. She's got the advantage out there. Of all the players out here, she's the only front-end player. She throws third for Muirhead, but she brushes. And then Mouat's experience. He's been to the mixed doubles world's playoff 4 times, and he's never missed the playoffs in any of them.
Dodds couple. Wow, good start for you. Brought to you by Cashmere. Nothing feels like Cashmere.
Yep. Hard.
We feel like the odd
Right
trio
foot.
up here, I can tell you.
Right foot,
Times.
right foot.
Oh, this is a
Good. Nice shot.
Sit.
dominated first here by the two Scots.
It's hard to get right in there.
Man, are they in trouble here? Where do you hide, Cheryl?
There's their own stone is
I guess.
almost in the way.
Or I could try this triple here and sit right there. And she has to try and hit for 3. 3 is not bad.
Yeah, I mean, I like getting one in here and then making her shoot at something. But yeah, you can freeze or you can just play.
Like if I over curl, it's not great, eh?
No, but that hole's not going to be,
Like out here?
that hole's not going to be huge with weight for her to come through there.
Do you want to sweep it?
I'll come out, yeah.
Okay.
I don't mind this call, Rusty. You could, Rachel talked about playing the triple. You missed that. You're in a lot of trouble. You lock something in there back around. She's being forced a little wider. The only guess will be the weight out here.
And it is a huge guess because Rachel threw the very first stone of the game, flew through the in-turn, missed the speed. Here she's guessing out a little wider than most of the practice rocks. Probably has to throw an extra 8, 9, 10 feet here. You bounce off, they could give up a huge score here.
Yesterday in practice, albeit the ice was really fresh, really green, it was a solid 6
Hard
feet
line.
of curl.
Oh, and that's what's going to happen here.
And done. And done. And they are in big trouble.
That 1 in 5 rock is
Like
tough
crazy
to
slow.
throw. You throw that first one, like we talked about, you miss it, you think for how many rocks? 6 rocks. And then you probably get pushed out to a path you have never been down, nobody's thrown on, and it's a complete guess.
But it's something to consider now for this team because that first rock is so important. If, in fact, Rachel Homan isn't on her game, they may contemplate making a switch. So we'll give them another, usually they say you give that first and fifth stone thrower a couple of ends to find their game. And if not, then you make the switch and you make it in a hurry.
Well, in fairness, Kevin wasn't on his game either. And this is the perfect end. This is the 8-ender in mixed doubles here. You throw 5 rocks, and this is a score of 6.
Look at this. What a way to start. And yeah, you can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dodds and Mouat